Welcome to Mountain Valley Glasses, how to adjust a center hung door. The tools you will need to perform the work are a P1 and P2 Phillips head screwdriver, medium-sized flathead screwdriver, 10mm open end wrench, both sets of Allen head wrenches, and a ladder. Sometimes you have a door that has a little bit of movement from left to right without really activating the closer. I call that slop. Let's see how we fix this. Let's start by taking off the cover plate that covers up the set screws for the setting block. We need a P1 screwdriver, and just undo one side and you can rotate it right out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just ensure that those 3 Allen bolts are tight. Here are the 3 bolts we want to make sure that are tight. What this does is pushes that setting block onto the closer arm to make sure the door sits perfectly centered with the closer arm. The door still appears to be out of alignment. Let's go ahead and try another adjustment. What we need to do is we need to get the ladder into a position so when we open the door, we can reach the top set screws of the top pivot. We can go ahead and adjust the set screws of the top pivot so that the top pivot arm sits center in the door. Top pivot, set screw 1, set screw 2. Let's make sure it's center of the door and go ahead and adjust them tight. Just tighten the set screws just enough so it's snug, but don't over tighten. Now it looks like the door alignment is fixed. Let's move on to a couple other adjustments. That looks like that was a little fast. Let's go ahead and adjust it for proper speed. We are going to go ahead and use these 2 screws to adjust the closer speed. The one closest to the hinge is the speed and the other one is latch. Speed controls from 90 degrees to about 20 and then from 20 to 0. We need to remember that a quarter turn is a lot. You may need to adjust it several times to get the door swinging just right. Remember, we want about 8/1000ths of a second for the door closing speed. Want to make sure the door sits perfectly in the center of the header. Then open the door and make sure it swings about 8/1000ths of a second. If it does, you're good to go. As you can see, we have slight daylight between both doors. Let's go ahead and adjust it. As you can see, the astragal moves in and out. Go ahead and adjust the set screws in the astragal to adjust for the daylight. As you can see, the door daylight is fixed. Here is what a perfect set of doors should look like. As you can see, there are 6 set screw holes. These 2 have our set screws in them that tighten the button down to the button box. Let's go ahead and loosen those. Once those are loosened, let's go ahead and lift the button up vertically and pull all the insides out, including the transmitter and the battery. Then we carefully take apart the battery connector. It's a little bit of struggle, but we got to be careful. There we go, we have it. Then we're going to reconnect a brand new battery. If the transmitter does not activate the closer for the door, continue on to the next steps to see how to resync the transmitter. The closer cover has 2 set screws on the face of it. Let's go ahead and remove those, and then we're going to have to wiggle the closer cover plate off because it's held on by tension. We need to press and hold the learn button on the receiver till you see a red light go on. Then release and press the transmitter button until you see a blue light. That means it's synced and ready for activation. We need to ensure that the receiver is in a position where it's not going to fall out or get damaged or pinched. Then we are going to slide on the closer cover. It's going to just take a little bit of wiggle, slight push, make sure you're not pinching anything, and then get it on. Then we are going to put the 2 Allen screws in, and then we're good to go. Let's start by putting the transmitter, then the battery, both have Velcro on them. Then we're going to slide the button down, bottom first, make sure the wires are out of the way, roll the top in, ensure it's in the hole of the set screw. Then we're going to tighten the 2 set screws, and that should be good to go. Thank you for watching our tutorial video on how to adjust a center hung door. If your door has further concerns that were not covered in this video, please contact us by email at bradw@mvg-inc.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.